Mentioned earlier about tattoo. Do you know anything about the what tattoo in the culture? In what kind of traditions they had in the culture? Was it rites of passage? I had heard that women had, North American natives had tattooing here, and if they didn't, they weren't marriable. Do you know any of that? Anything about this?
That was the short answer.
I don't know if there's tattooing done on Coos Bay.
Yeah, not on the face, but on their wrists,
Yeah.
and the only some people that if they dreamed something, but it wasn't like a regular thing. Some people, but it wasn't like a rare thing like with Road River. What they would do is like if an individual dreamed something, they would do a special pattern. But the puberty ceremony at Coos Bay is they tattoo the wrists. South of Coos Bay, they tattooed the chins, and it was a puberty part of coming of age for women. But I don't know about way down south, but Coos Bay too, and Umpqua, it's like if they dreamed a certain something, man and woman would put like maybe a particular tattoo pattern on them. So it could be a very individual thing sometimes.
Did the Indians here in Yahlats wear tattoos? Do you know?
I guess not.
Tattooing is common.
Yeah.
All up through Alaska, pretty ornate tattooing up north, where there's just stylized animal figures, the crest, clan crest things. Sometimes you see big bear or eagle or raven tattooed on men's chests in historic photos.
So both men and women were tattooed?
Yeah, but from place to place it varied depending on what their traditional art style was and what their beliefs were locally about tattooing and the practice of it and all of those things.
And sometimes there's funny stories about tattoos. Like I got bird tattoos in the Coos language. Kham is the word for moles, little brown spots, and tattoos. Because the story was if you fell asleep outside, bird would come along, tattoo you. I must have fell asleep one time because I must have been mauled by a hole in the floor. That was the Coos face. That's right. They come up, but they just wanted to give Tippy Hedren some tattoos,
Standing in the back, you have your hand up. I was going to say they teach Chinook jargon, Chinook Wawa at Lane Community College.
Wow.
So you can learn the language there.
Have you located any sites in Yachats, camping sites, etc.? We were talking about at our house, we think we're sitting on a campsite, possibly because of all the shells and all that in one of the corners of our property. And it's a perfect place because it's just right above the beach. And if you go down the highway one there, there's a nice straight shot down there. I was just wondering if you had located any sites.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere. And they're documented, they're numbered.
Some of them are documented.
Some of them, right.
Can you look that up from your house on the website?
What you can do is contact the State Historic Reservation Office, talk to either Susan White or Dennis Griffin, and give them a description of your location of your property and see if they have a recorded site right there.
This is a matter of interest to these.
Yeah.
It is a recorded site.
Yeah, it is.
I know where you live.
Yeah, sorry.
And bringing that up again, it's been emphasized this afternoon, and I really wanted to emphasize that a lot of very important sites have been destroyed, either by ignorance or deliberately, and there's some that are left. And any awareness that you can gain from today, from just asking questions like you do, Richard, about I think there's something here, because the community has a responsibility in terms of preservation of those sites. Not only for the tribe's heritage and their well-being, but for ours as well. It's an extremely, extremely important part of our history. And if it becomes a community responsibility, then we're a part of that preservation of a very important part of history.
The legal and a moral obligation.
Yes.
When you go through Seal Rock, you've seen it, okay? That definitely looks like it had to have been there, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
But it's not that nobody's ever done anything with it, except car half of the way.
There's been work done there.
Has there been on
Yeah.
the one side of the road?
There's also been a lot of destruction.
And there's a dilemma that I think the tribes have and archaeologists have, and one is, if you make it really public, maybe it'll be greater community ownership to protect it. On the other hand, if you make it public, then it's more bound for looting, and so there's that catch-22 dilemma. I have a number of archaeological sites on my property, and the first one I found I was very excited about, and you saw it, Robert, and John Erlinson saw it, and the Schippo, marked it, and within 3 months, someone started looting it. And so I had to cover it. I had to just hide it, and so that's the dilemma that is in. So it's sort of like finding that balance, but I think if people are committed to preservation, then being able to make other neighbors aware and to be very observant and to contact the state police, as Robert said, and to contact SHPO, the State Historic Preservation Office, for follow-up is very important.
Does the city of Yachts have a museum besides the little log cabin?
No.
What a shame. I mean, here this lady is with things that come from Yachts, and she's going to give to somebody to take it back away from Yachts. And all this history is going to waste, and it belongs to Yachts, to the Indian Tribal Council, to the people of Yachts. It's been here for such a long time. What a waste. You know what I mean? And that's the community's fault.
Well, I will say, my stuff is not from Yachts. It's from Oregon. Some of it's from the Willamette Valley, but it is not specifically from Yachts. I just want it to stay in Oregon.
I don't know.
Can you talk a
Mary,
little bit about...
let Mary get her hand up.